Hey guys, me and my friends, we're gonna talk about different cultures, and I will begin with culture diffusion, and then my friend Lily,
I will talk about culture lag,
and then Kenzie will talk about,
culture leveling,
and finally Mariam will talk about
Ethnocentrism.
Culture lag. Material cultures change faster than non-material culture, and that's why we have culture lag. Material and non-material both are a big part of the theory of culture lag. The non-material culture include religion and ideas and religion, as well as physical objects like technology, because the rate of human response so far slower than the rate of material change. Non-material, that means that the difference between material culture and non-material culture is known as culture lag. When people realize new uses for existing elements in the world, or begin to understand them in new ways, they said to be discovering inventive ideas, are frequently born by discovery. Nuclear fission was found in 1934. Changes occur in adaptive culture, but these cultures do not occur in lockstep with changes in material. This lag is known as culture lag. These are two parts of culture diametrically opposed. Adopting new technology is challenging. People in their community or culture may become estranged as a result of this, and it took some time for society to begin developing infrastructure that was specifically designed to complement the new, more efficient automobiles. This is due people aversion to change, which takes time to adjust to. The term culture lag was used to describe the phenomenon.
Culture diffusion is a social process through which components of culture move from one society or social group to another. It is also the process by which innovation are introduced into an organization or social group, and it is frequently referred to as innovation, diffusion. Ideas, values, concepts, knowledge, practices, behaviors, materials, and symbols are all. Culture refers to the set of learned behaviors and symbolic systems that are passed down through socialization, as well as the tangible objects and systems that a social group employs. In other words, culture is a set of common beliefs, values, and behaviors. And another example of culture diffusion with negative effects would be spread of diseases such as AIDS, bubonic plague, and smallpox. And Christianity that started in Israel and has spread all over the world. How did culture diffusion spread all over the world? Changing cultures, such as the adoption of agriculture, can spread as a result of population mobility, culture transmission to other people, or a combination of both processes with varying relative importance.
What is culture leveling? Culture leveling is the process by which various cultures approach each other as a result of travel and dialogue is known as culture leveling. It can also refer to the process of fostering culture being exported and disseminated to other countries. Radio and television, broadcasting, as well as nationwide distribution of publication and catalogs have all contributed to culture leveling in the United States. Culture leveling is the outcome of the internet and other kinds of mass communication, allowing for a faster rate of culture spread. For example, American corporations such as McDonald's and Starbucks have opened tens of thousands of locations around the world. The growth of the iconic fast food company McDonald's is perhaps the most popular instance of culture leveling and diffusion. This restaurant has become well known in almost every country on the planet, and it's had a significant impact on the people who live there. Obesity has been a rising issue in China, for example, as the result of the proliferation of these restaurants. McDonald's has approximately 33,000 restaurants in more than 100 countries, where Starbucks has over 24,000 coffee shops in more than 70 countries. Other American companies with a global presence include Pizza Hut and Burger King.
Ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism is the tendency to regard one's own culture and group as superior. This notion that the features of one's group or society are correct and beneficial serves to foster group solidarity. According to the functionalist viewpoint, the conflict viewpoint, on the other hand, contends that believing in the group or civilization superiority often leads to the group or society considering another as inferior. Ethnocentrism refers to the use of one's own culture or ethnicity as a frame of reference for judging other cultures, customs, behaviors, beliefs, and people rather than the standards of the culture in question. It can also simply refer to any culturally prejudiced judgment in every usage, racism, stereotyping, prejudice, and xenophobia, all are examples of ethnocentrism. The Asian cultures found in all of Asia are an example of ethnocentrism in culture. Chopsticks are used in every meal throughout Asia. There, individuals may find it unnecessary to learn that people in other societies, such as the United States, eat with forks, spoons, knives, and their implements, because their countries eat with chopsticks at every meal. They think it's ridiculous that other cultures don't use utensils that are similar to chopsticks. Nonetheless, they accept the fact that they eat with other utensils. This scenario is not dramatic enough to lead to genocide or war, but there is enough of a culture divide between these cultures for people to see their way of eating as the natural or best way to typically eat their food.